What is going on, guys? It's Panda here, and we are getting straight back into it. I apologize for the little pause between the week there. I didn't really have time to upload another episode straight away. And the reason I jumped straight into this scene as opposed to starting on the menu was because I was just being lazy. I didn't want to have to blur out the little save icon and everything else. But anyway, we've come to a decision. We are going to show her the true meaning of love, and we are going to come inside. Did you hear that sound? It was like we just earned an achievement. Nerine, I'm coming. Okay, come anytime. I'm coming inside you. Wherever you like. I wasn't asking where. I already told you I'm coming inside. I mean, there's very few choices inside as to where to come. You don't really need to tell me wherever I like. I mean, I can either... Never mind, Nerine. Just be quiet. Her voice is filled with sweetness and rapture. I thrust into her deepest part, driven by her voice. I feel something explode. Hopefully it wasn't your penis. Well, I mean, you know... I mean, literally explode, because that would be, you know, not good. Ah! Oh, wow. My dick twitches several times when it ejaculates inside her. I'm filled with you inside. It feels hot. Wow, it's still coming. I think it's overflowing. I can tell you from this point of view it certainly is. Nerine accepts everything I release. I'm sorry, Nerine. I don't think you came. A bit fast on the trigger there, Rin. Hey? Bit of an itchy trigger finger. Don't worry, man. Happens to the best of us. All you felt was pain, I guess. No, that's not true. I feel very happy. I'm happy to be in this pain. She smiles. I withdraw my dick. Nerine? No, it's nothing. She looks away with a flushed face. Oh, she's not done. She wants to keep going. At that moment, I see the sperm with blood overflowing from her pussy. Oh, that's just a wonderful vision. Thanks. I'm sorry. I dirtied the sheet. I feel very affectionate when she worries about that tiny thing. I hold her skinny body. Let's think about that later. I just want to indulge in the trail of sex and her warmth. Oh, that sounds just kind of gross. Alright, nice. Cool, we're still... I feel like this music should have stopped a while ago. Alright, we'll carry on. I feel like I'm waking up. The world around me is revealing itself in the light. My vision is getting clearer gradually. And... Good morning, Rin-sama. Oh, damn, Nerine. Looking sexy. Nerine is gently smiling. She's covered in the blanket, but it isn't large enough to cloak the body of the goddess. Her ample breasts look even more conspicuous in it. Looking at her, I suddenly remember what happened last night. Our bodies and feelings became one. As the images of last night come to mind, I feel my face flushing instantly. Nerine also starts blushing, as she sees me turning red. Were you watching me sleep? Nerine just tilts her head with a smile. That must mean a yes. How are you feeling? I can't say I'm feeling bad because of your smile. Are you feeling alright? I'm feeling just fine, but I feel like you're still inside of me. Who's to say I'm not, baby? I have quite the large schlong. I see. I can't say anything. I scratch my cheek and look away. Nerine smiles at me and gets out of the bed quietly. Wait. I just had a thought. If she was watching us sleep and she still feels me inside of her, did she rape us while we were asleep? Oh my god, guys, I think we just got raped. I should get back to work because Kaid-san is coming back this afternoon. I'm sorry, I couldn't not laugh at the comment I just made. It was a little too serious. I'm sorry, if I could cook, I'd love to fix you something. But all I can cook is just a sunny side up. Baby, you're a sunny side up. You're the sunny side up I need in the morning. Never mind, I already feel full with your smile. You sound like Oda-sama. Nerine giggles while saying that. Man, that's not the kind of thing you want to say after you've just had sex. Hey, you sound like my dad. It didn't sound like me, huh? Oh, I felt very happy though. Please use that phrase from time to time. As she says that, she kisses me while smiling. Her lips slip away from mine silently. It's time for goodbye now. My feelings have been fulfilled. Her voice sounds sad for some reason. Nerine? Even though I call her name, she only replies with a smile. Stop being so suspicious, Nerine. Come on, we've had sex. It's about time you let it all out. Just let it go. You can't hold me back anymore. Tsuchimi, can I borrow you for a minute? In recess, the classroom door suddenly opens and Miss B shows up. Miss, what's up? Do you know anything about Nerine? What about Nerine? Her parent just called, and they said she's going to be absent for a while. What? So, you haven't heard either, huh? What do you mean? Is she sick or something? I get up from my chair with a bad feeling. I don't know. I asked the reason, but they just said she'd be absent for a while. So, I want you to check on her when you have time. I wouldn't ask if it was just a cold, but this one bugs me. Sure, I'll be checking by later today. Thanks. Oh man, that does not sound good. And we've just lost all music. That means shit's about to go down. Miss B leaves the classroom. I knew she was absent today, but what's going on, Nerine? Her words from last night bug me. I suddenly get worried. I want to see Nerine. I want to hear her voice. I want to get rid of this worry. I can't remember what happened in the rest of the class after that. What's going on? I hear the voice of the King of the Devils through the intercom. He just says that he can't let me see her. He doesn't explain why, he just says he can't in a desperate tone. What happened to Nerine? Is she alright? What's going on? I don't know what to do. Oh man. I didn't want this kind of heaviness. I wanted happy times. This is heavy. It's making me sad. It's been 4 days since Nerine stopped coming to school. I go to her house every day, but I still haven't been able to see her. I can't even get an explanation from them. I just lie down on my bed and think about the reason. I don't think it's a physical reason. If so, I guess they would have told me. What's going on with her? One thing is bugging me. Why was she waiting for me outside the other day? What did she really want to tell me? I try to remember everything she said that day. She reminded me of my old memory. I recall when I first met her 8 years ago. I pull out all the drawers in my memory. The girl took my hand in a small park in the sunset. There was surely this girl. I remember her long blue hair, her polite yet cheerful voice, and her pointy ears that showed she was one of the devils. And her purple eyes. Was that it? I try harder to remember. Am I mistaken? Am I confused? But the memory comes back to me vividly, and I'm sure that I'm not mistaken. The girl had light purple eyes. That wasn't Nerine. That night, when Nerine tried to escape, the question popped up in my head. The question I deliberately forgot. But I can no longer forget it. That girl wasn't Nerine. Another question follows. Who was it then? Who was the girl I met that day? If that wasn't Nerine, my feelings toward Nerine mustn't be true either. What memory does Nerine have from 8 years ago? No way. I reach a hypothesis. The girl with purple eyes. The girl with red eyes. The girl who loved me, and the girl I loved. The girl I met 8 years ago, and the girl I met 3 months ago. If this was true, I suddenly understand. Nerine's feelings, Nerine's thoughts, Nerine's decision. What Nerine is trying to do now. That's stupid. Well, he may know what's going on, but I haven't the faintest of clues. Saturday. I'm staring at the ceiling lying on my bed. Nerine hasn't showed up in school for a week. The King of the Devils won't tell me anything. I can't even see Nerine. Nerine and I had something very special that day. At least I believed so. We made love, and said goodbye in this room. I remember her sad smile when she said goodbye, and her last words. It's time for goodbye now. 8 years ago and 3 months ago. Huh? I can see now why I felt strange with her. I can guess what she's thinking and trying to do now. That's why I want to be with her. But I'm not with her. I can't be with her. Why didn't I realize that sooner? I should have remembered it much sooner. If I realized it sooner, I could have told her my feelings. I could have... Nerine. I hear the phone ringing from downstairs. The handset on the desk follows. I grab the phone even though I don't know if the call is for me. I run up the stairs and hit the door open with my shoulder roughly. Nerine? On the rooftop in the setting sun, her long red hair is swaying. Wait. What? Rin-sama. Well, how can a student who's been absent for this long look that fine? I smile and shrug after Nerine smiles to me. I came to say goodbye to you. I see. Aren't you surprised? I was suspecting you might. Anyway, isn't this too cruel? You suddenly called me up to the rooftop of the school, and you're telling me goodbye. I know, I think this is cruel. I've been cruel since that day. Even though she's smiling, her voice is faint. I didn't want to, but I already knew the answer. The girl I met 8 years ago, and the girl I met 3 months ago, the answer connects those two girls. Do you remember these clothes? Yeah, you showed them to me the day after you bought them. I answer with no pause. Nerine smiles happily. Yes, these are what I was wearing on our first date. My happiest moment. Our first date, huh? When did I see you for the first time? I guess you already know the answer. 3 months ago. Yes. It actually took courage to say that, and I wanted her to deny that. But Nerine affirmed my fears very easily. She sounded sad, but with a smile on. I met Nerine for the first time. She's the daughter of the King of the Devils, and her name is Nerine. It was only 3 months ago. I was drawn to her song, the small park in the residential area. Within my body, I have one of the strongest powers among the devils. I could evaporate a whole town if I wanted to. But my body was too weak to hold that energy, so I used to get sick and stayed in bed often. I spent more time in bed than running around when I was small. That day, 8 years ago that day, I got sick and I wasn't allowed to come to the world of humans. Yet, that day was very important for all 3 worlds. As the daughter of the King of the Devils, I had to come. So, she came instead of me. I remember your dad talking about the homunculus. The first one had reinforced strength, but his magical power was too big for his body, so he died during the experiment. The third one was Primula. She was created from the vacuum. She had both enormous magical power and the capacity to hold it. So the second one it was a clone, which was created out of existing genes of the devils. Licorice. That's her, my clone's name. Rimchan's real sister. It's the answer for everything. That's the girl I met 8 years ago. We played together. Licorice. I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, I'm now realizing now that it actually sounds like licorice. And now that's all I'm gonna hear from now on. Lysaurus? 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 Licorice. God damn it. I'm sorry, people. She was a very good girl. She knew she was an experimental subject, but she always tried to be cheerful. She was always smiling. She was one of my few friends who visited me when I had to stay in bed. The actual daughter of the King of the Devils participated in the experiment herself. That was quite a good advertisement for the world of devils. Some suggested that I only had to strengthen my body so that it could keep up with my magical power. Anyhow, my clone, Licorice, was the best possible replacement of me. Since I couldn't walk around, she came to the world of humans. Then she met a human boy. As an experimental subject, she didn't have real freedom, so the time she spent with the boy was very happy. The boy saw her as a regular girl. He took her hand as a regular girl. It was her first and last, but real love. I still remember her face when she told me about the boy she met. She looked very happy and joyous. She found the boy's name within my name, and she got really excited. But just as the clone technology in the world of humans hasn't been completed, the technology in the world of devils was imperfect. Since Licorice's body was too stressed for being used as the subject, her life was quickly consumed. It was her last wish. She wished her remaining life to be merged into mine. She thought I could control my magic power if I had the life of 2. She thought I could run around like a normal kid. The mystery of life energy hasn't been completely revealed in either the world of gods or the world of devils, but since Licorice and I were originally one, it was possible to fuse the 2 of us. Thanks to her, I am now able to run outside freely. But there was one misunderstanding. The fusion of life gave me everything that Licorice had. Her life energy, her magic power, and her song. Also, her feelings. I inherited her one and only precious feeling that nobody could corrupt. her feelings toward one boy, her love of Rin Tsuchimi. I took everything from Licorice, her strength, her life, and her love. She sheds tears from her clear red eyes. The tears flow and drip onto the rooftop. So I made a decision. I decided to become Licorice. I decided to make her wish come true as Licorice. I made myself believe that Nerine had died. I tried not to erase the emotion left inside of me and tried to treasure it. That was why I came to this world. I kept the emotion intact as Licorice. I came to make the wish come true as Licorice. Nerine starts to walk and passes by me. She looks up at the red sky. I don't feel like turning around to see her face. I don't think I should for some reason. But I don't know why, but as Nerine, I've come to have the same feeling as Licorice. The next moment, I feel warmth on my back. She hangs on to my body and sobs. I want to be with you as myself, not as Licorice. I even feel happy that it's me who's here right now. Even though I decided I'm supposed to be dead. I shouldn't be Nerine now. I should have stayed dead. Why? Why? I'm not saying all those whys. Why? Why am I still myself? That was the truth she'd been hiding in herself. She thought she should pretend, but she couldn't. Her emotions swirl and overflow. Her emotions have been damned by her own sense of guilt that she deprived from her best friend of everything. She's been trying to be somebody else, but she's just been lying to herself. But it's all over now. Because I survived. You brought me to life. This show is over. The heroine of this show should have been Licorice. If there's no heroine, there can be no show. Drugs are bad, kids. Okay, maybe that's not what they mean by heroine. A supporting actor is not supposed to take over the heroine. My love is over, regardless of my feelings. Yes, that's right. She smiles brightly, but her face looks sadder than any crying face. The past 3 months were just a little dream a girl named Nerine had, and it's over now. That angelic voice belongs to Licorice as well. She found freedom in her restrained environment by singing. She looked very happy when singing, and I loved her singing as well. So I hate my singing, because that's her thing. I can't fool around with it. I shouldn't. A gentle wind passes by both of us. The wind sways her hair. Her smile looks very bright, which makes her smile seem sadder. There's something I want to tell her. I stare at her red eyes. Do you want to play a game? Let me go back to that. Do you want to play a game? Sorry, I thought this was sore for a second. A game? Nerine looks bewildered. Yeah. If I can get you to where you're 5 o'clock tomorrow... Wait, what? If I can get to where you are 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, I win. If I don't find you, I lose. If I win, you're going to have an encore. The show goes on for one more act. If I lose, the show's over. Since you're ignoring my feelings completely, I suppose that's a fair trade. The odds don't seem good for you. That's what makes people want to play. But if there's even a mere chance, A few seconds pass. Then Nerine nods with a determination. Okay. Oh man, she's gonna fuck with us. She's gonna stand on top of like an antenna tower or something all the way up in the sky because she can fly and shit. Even though I got to see Nerine, nothing changed. I'm staring at the ceiling, lying on the bed again. Nothing changed, so I have to make a change. I already took a necessary step for that. The stakes are high. I already decided which place to go. There's only one place. 5 o'clock tomorrow. That's when everything will be settled. Either I lose or take her back. Nerine. I remember her sad smile. "8 years ago, I met a girl from the world of devils here. 3 months ago, I met another girl from the world of devils here. Today, I'm going to meet 2 girls here. There's a girl who devoted herself to her best friend who gave everything to her. At some point, I realized I was attracted to that girl. I was attracted to her innocent eyes, voice, and heart. And I chose. That's why I can tell. Because I love her from the bottom of my heart. I know what she wants because I love her as the girl did. I'll tell my feelings to her. That's the only thing I can do." I slowly walk into the place and stand behind her, back to back. I know, there are tons of other places I could have gone, but I could only choose this place. I think this game wasn't for me. Her voice sounds sad and clear. I'm surprisingly calm. "So, I won, right?" Nerine nods. So the show goes on. While we're both looking at the red sky, turning our backs to each other, the curtain rises. I remember I met a girl from the world of devils in this park, and we played together. But I didn't feel like the girl was you. Maybe Licorice and I were attracted because of that. You see through people's truth. You remembered the girl named Licorice as yourself. You accepted her feelings. I was very glad about that. 3 months. It's only been 3 months. It's only been that short since I met you, but that was enough. I could tell that you were beautiful and sweet-hearted. I was attracted to you because I found that out. I want to be with you because I love you. I want to be smiling with you always. I understand your wishes a little bit. You think the same, right? You loved Licorice. You wanted to be together because you loved her. Her voice is shaking. Her hidden emotions are finally revealed. I wanted to be myself. I wanted to be smiling with her as I am. But I couldn't smile. Probably Licorice felt the same. I understand because I love you like she did. She must have felt that way. She wanted to be smiling with you too. So you have to be yourself. Otherwise, you can't smile with her, right? Licorice can't smile without you. Rin... That must be Licorice's wish. She wanted Nerine to live. She wanted her wishes to come true. She wanted Nerine to smile. And that's what Nerine truly wants as well. She just wants to be together. Smile together. And sing together. You can't smile as you are? Can I be myself? Hey, I told you. You have to be yourself. You have to smile as yourself. And you have to sing as yourself. Smile and sing with Licorice. I hold her shaking body. I hold her warmth in my arms. I see a tear drop from her cheek. Can we smile together? Yes. She slowly looks up. Yes. She smiles just as Licorice and herself wanted. She smiles as she is. Narine's room is filled with a sweet scent. Rin-sama, I know I'm not such a good girl, but she's really cute when she tries to look serious. Please be kind to me. She looks down in embarrassment. When she finishes saying that, I step forward while smiling. So then, what are we going to do? Oh, Jesus. Oh, I didn't realize there was going to be another sex scene. Fuck. The reason I was continuing this episode to such a long length was because... Oh, you don't see that. Just ignore that. God damn it. Was because I thought it was the end. Shit. Alright. Well, we'll have to leave it there, guys. I'm assuming there's another sex scene or something going on here. So, I hope you enjoyed that episode. And I will see you in the next part. Bye.